So the first to come out is.
You don't remember.
Can't read it. Who are you to judge?
Drink your juice, Shelby.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here. It's finally Prince Charming, episode 5!
Action-packed show.
There's not a lot that happens in this one. There were very poignant things happening. We will talk about them.
It did help me fall asleep.
Let's just say that there was a lot
I'm
of...
glad this motorcycle's having the fucking NASCAR
Anyway,
trying to have a show about gay shit.
cut. There wasn't a lot that happened, but there was a lot revealed. So we're going to call this episode Secrets Revealed.
Oh, reveal? We just said secrets.
There's
You added reveal.
Fine. So we're going to call this episode Secrets Revealed. It's a masquerade ball. We're going to have a masquerade ball to show people paper faces masquerade. Show your face so the world will never find you. That's enough. We remember Phantom? Thank you.
If you don't know that song, you're stupid. You're watching the wrong
It was a lot
YouTube
of people's
show.
gateway drug in a musical theater.
It
so
was
you're
my
welcome.
first show.
Thank you, Andrew Lloyd Webber. Stop. Okay, sorry. That's enough. We have to talk. We have to talk
Inside
more
my
about
ass. That's a gay version.
we should do a gay version of that show.
Phantom.
All I ask of you is to put it in your butthole.
They could call it Phantom of the Abbey.
Phantom of the asshole. Anyway, here we go.
Got great reviews.
There's a masquerade plan, and the theme is, which masquerades are the theme. The theme of the masquerade is the you behind the mask. I don't know what poet came up with that, but Robert Frost wasn't available because he's dead.
They wouldn't
terrible.
know subtext on this show.
No.
As I said last week,
shove their balls in their face.
If it teabagged them on the face, they wouldn't be like,
and then they say, we're going to decorate the house, and Chad says, let's decorate. I'm really excited to decorate. I do a good Chad.
That's a good Chad.
We're going to decorate. Anyway, so they start making masks, which is queer.
It's gay. I mean,
there are very
us.
few things gayer than masquerade masks. And then there's glitter, and
there's glitter everywhere.
There's feathers.
It looked like I had just shat all over that arts and crafts. Somebody just showed me a Mary Poppins, and I just shit.
So we're gonna go mask by mask.
Mask by mask.
Mask for mask. Mask for mask.
That was funny. Who thought of that?
Thank you. I love to be congratulated.
That's a hookup
pun.
There's no one mask for mask on this show.
There's no one mask for mask.
They wouldn't admit it because they've already voted the femmier ones off.
No mask and no mask.
No. Two bottoms don't make a night.
No mask, no problems. The first to give away their mask is Chad. He's like, you know, I've been through a lot of dark in my life, and been through a lot of depression and blah blah blah. And so my mask kind of shows the darkness inside.
Yes.
Because everyone's supposed to show something that's not them.
So I'm dark.
We already know you're crazy.
I think he could be a serial killer. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So then we're Justin. Justin has the idea of wearing two masks.
Two masks.
There's one that's all like rainbow and fun and like beads and it's very, very fun. And then all of a sudden he removes it and it's black. And guess what? He has a dark side too.
He's giving.
And he takes care of others.
And he takes care of others too much. You know what a secret is? A secret is you take off the mask and you say, Robert, every time I see Oreos, I eat 2 fucking rows and then I just purge myself and feel shame.
Or I have another family. That's a secret. That's what I want to hear.
Or I'm a top.
Then we have Dylan, Thirsty Dylan, as
Dehydrated
Dylan.
Uh-huh.
And he says he's had a past with a lot of obstacles in it. Guess what? He has a dark side too. Wow, I'm seeing a pattern.
Well, his past meant like in high school. I'm sorry, but when you're 20, I mean, give him time when he's made out with 3 guys at the rave one night and gets strep throat, and then he has to be at a day job the next morning.
That was by far not his story.
That was maybe mine. Maybe mine.
was a good one. I remember that.
You know what? If you're gonna get strep throat, that's the way to get it.
In an alley. The next is Brandon.
Brandon.
Brandon. And he's already said, and Robert's already said, oh, you know, he's the hottest fan in the house. He's like the sexiest. And he's like around.
Robert wants to stick it in.
Yeah, and so anyway.
And I'm not just talking about the tip.
No.
I mean the whole.
Whoop, whoop.
I mean, woo.
I don't think there's ever.
What does it ever really go? Woo? You sound like
it's the Three Stooges.
You sound. Oh yeah.
So Brandon pops up and says, "This is my mask, and now it's all glittery and colorful because now my outside matches my inside." If that was true, we would see your intestines and your stomach.
I bet.
Which I'd prefer to see than a stupid thing about your mask.
I bet that rosebud's pretty though. I said, and if you don't know what a rosebud is, I want you to stop watching right now.
Don't internet search it.
Just Google gay rosebud.
Everyone else, don't enter.
And you'll thank me. You know what also that's going out in this thing? Like, obviously they talked about earlier, Robbie talked about how Robbie's so laughing, he's so funny, and they want Robbie to be serious.
I'm a clown on the outside, and I'm hurting on the inside.
I said it before. Robbie's gotten over his shit. It's okay to be joyous. But Robbie did throw shade when he called Robert fat.
That's true.
When he sat on.
He says, "Oh, Robert, I didn't know you were this heavy."
Yeah, he's like, "Please move." That's strike one. Don't you call a queen fat.
And let's think about this. We will revisit this later. Don't ever call a queen fat.
Maybe that was fat shadowing.
That's a new term.
You know what?
I'm going to use that.
A producer that was on the show wouldn't get that.
No. Last to come is Eric. And we've seen a little bit of this. He's talked to some other people in the house, and there's been a big thing that there's going to be a big reveal about a certain thing this whole season. So Eric reveals he's got a red mask, and he reveals that he's 10 years ago tested HIV positive. So,
and it's this really sweet moment with him and Justin.
This was one of the best moments of the show so far. Good job, producers.
I wouldn't say it was entertaining, is that you feel for him.
No,
but it did make me care for Eric.
Yeah,
and it was beautiful to see.
And all the guys reacted to it in a very positive way.
Yes, yes, and then of course, so whoever had the deepest, darkest secret, Robert picked for them to go on a date.
Because
of course Eric won, because everybody else.
You're not gonna say,
Eric's gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna.
I have HIV.
And then Robert's gonna be like, hey, no.
Hey, Dylan,
then you're
let's go on a
asshole.
date.
Yeah, thirsty Dylan. Nobody else had any type of secret at all. So kudos to Eric for really putting himself out there.
We see their date. It's lovely, kind of boring.
It's actually a little boring, but also it was really intense.
Yeah, it was very intense, and I think Eric is learning how not to be intense, but he starts opening up because obviously this huge weight, this secret, has been revealed. And
then Robert talks about his uncle who passed away at AIDS, so it was emotional, and again, it was beautiful that this show, I feel like, for the most part, has completely ignored general themes in the LGBT community. So it's nice that they actually finally talked about something that's happening in the community.
It was a great moment, and then...
This is just a moment in the woods.
Then they literally said, "May I kiss you?"
May I kiss you?
So anyway, there was a great moment, very, very important moment. So let's get more to more garbage.
I thought their kiss was, that was really sweet, but we can't make fun of that. So moving on. Although their kiss was okay.
It was.
It was like a lot of pecking.
Like llamas.
Oh, the thing that I thought was really telling, though, on Eric and Robert's date is one of their other secrets is that they both love fried chicken. I'm sorry.
Yeah, neither of them have eaten fried chicken in a while.
In like 5 years.
And if they
they haven't seen a carb.
They haven't kept it. Like,
no.
Pull the trigger.
You can't say that.
Pull the trigger.
I'm so sorry. We only know there's only one cock they've seen. Penis. Get there. Talking about dick.
Yeah, but you never make rooster as fried chicken. It's always a hen.
But people call it cock. It's the same. It's in the same family.
No, it is the actual species. It's not in the same family.
I hate birds.
Hey, then there's a barbecue.
So it's the next day, and Dylan's like, "Fuck all that. Let's talk about something fun. I'm done with people's personal tragedies. I want to talk about me." And that's exactly what he does.
So
He starts cooking a barbecue for everybody.
We can skip the barbecue entirely because nothing happens.
Basically, this is what happened. Everybody's kind of chatting, and then Dylan says, "But I need my time," and he pulls because he gets jealous. So at the barbecue, too, Eric pulls Robert away, and literally Dylan says, "It's like he's chasing him around." Which
Oh yeah, so now Dylan has a new enemy.
Look what
Didn't take long. So
Yeah.
Sam,
You
it
were-
did not take long.
you were right,
Because you know
Sam.
what? You were right.
You were
right.
And
it
Chad
is-
made another Phoenix mask too for Robert.
Oh,
Don't
that's
forget that. There was another
amazing.
mask for Robert. I thought it was sweet.
I think it's crazy.
Chad is like that.
I think he's attractive though.
Oh yeah, you want him inside you.
That okay? Just because I say I think he's attractive,
Tell me you
does not
don't.
mean
Tell me you don't. Thank you. Vindicated. But
call me.
so Chad, but it was a good play because Chad showed him his mask and then they kissed and
It was hot.
It was like wasn't that?
It was like a grappling.
It was like he grabbed him
like
up.
they rolled.
said-
They're like rolling around.
Just like Laura
Yeah.
Ingalls when she goes down the hill in the Little House on the Prairie. But with two men kissing. That's what Michael Landon
That's
missed.
the only thing that Little House on the Prairie was missing. Two men kissing
It's
in that
true.
last. Who knew? One other thing that happened.
These are
is,
the ladies coming out.
yeah, everyone's like pulling Robert in a different room.
Yeah, it's like-
a circle jerk. Everyone's
what-
grabbing.
that's what I was
grabbing
gonna
and pulling.
say. It's
So
just like-
Brandon pulls Robert away.
I put my hand in here.
And Brandon says, you know, I just want you to know I'm still in this.
I'm in this.
You know,
he
and
pulls
then
away.
all of a
and he
sudden-
is so pretty.
All of a sudden, they start making out, and Brandon is like, blah, blah,
Brandon,
blah, blah, blah.
I'm sorry. Brandon,
They're kissing. He's a great
kissing.
kisser, you can just tell.
It made my man pussy wet. That man is
That
hot.
that hit me like someone. Those words hit me like someone slapping me like a seal's tail. That was so much. Stop. And then they're in the pool.
Now they're pulled with Justin.
Then Justin goes to talk to Robert and says, you know, I'm still in this, but I'm really good friends with Eric, and I'm starting to worry about how he's feeling with all this, because Eric is getting a little jealous watching everyone, because he's like, the
Eric
floodgates
is not
are
having
open.
it. But actually, that was the most interesting part of the show
Agreed.
for me. Because it's
Justin saying, I really care about my friend that I
Yeah,
just made.
exactly.
And I think Justin's a good guy.
I know. I want to hang out with Justin.
I mistook him in the beginning, but I think he's a good guy.
His hair was really
And
bright. It bothered me.
It was, and his eyebrows are really arched.
But he is handsome. I totally like model handsome. You said
Yeah,
that.
model handsome.
And he's just sweet.
Anyway, we get to the Black Tie Affair.
Girls coming out
And-
to a black tie affair.
Robert and Lance are talking in the gay smoking room with black chairs.
It
And
is.
they-
It is like.
And there's a Buddha in there, so it's just weird.
it
Pier
looks like a weird room where like
You know, there's like black stuff, like a
someone
Wiccan,
would kill
Wiccan-
somebody in
Wiccan
like that
ritual room.
Clue movie.
So anyway, the Black Tie Affair happens.
The black fire.
Everyone is safe. Who you think?
Everyone's safe.
Everyone's safe. Dylan's safe. Blah blah
Blah, blah, blah.
They're all safe. Anyway, Justin comes up, and of course Eric is safe because he's made the big
Yeah,
big
'cause he's
confession
like,
with him.
yeah.
And everybody else is safe. So the last one to come up, last two are Justin and Robbie. Justin comes up and, of course, he says, you know, you need to think about yourself more. You need to take
Yeah.
care of yourself.
Stop
and
taking
so
care of
we
others.
know, with he's like,
He's
but I
staying.
still want you to wear my tie. So it's Robbie.
It's Robbie.
And you know why? He said earlier, it's not foreshadowing, but it's fat shadowing.
It's fat shadowing, Robbie. You shouldn't have made fun of Robert's weight.
Robbie called him fat, and that was all it was.
That's all it was.
Sorry, Robbie.
There might have been more things, but that's
So,
what we think.
That's this week, and this was.
But you know what? My second favorite part of the show, besides Brandon really hot kissing, was I love how Robbie just made the show his at the end.
Oh,
if Robbie
He said,
does not get his own show
"Sisters."
logo, then you're fucking idiots.
Agreed.
When he turned around, literally, did you see how he said to Robert, I'm sorry, just take
I
a
just need to
moment.
take a moment.
And he turned around and hugged everybody. And that was the first time I was really sad about somebody. Well,
I
no,
was
I was
sad.
sad about Sam because he'd be good drama. But it was just,
I miss Sam.
what's going to happen next week? Because
I
mean-
it's gonna be a different thing.
it's like Tigger just bounced away and now we're just left with that owl, with like 5 owls. And
And
Thulan.
Eeyore.
And Eeyore.
And a bunch of hot Eeyores.
And a bunch of hot Eeyore. You know what? That would have helped Eeyore if he was hotter.
It would have.
It would have. Sorry.
If Eeyore had like a six-pack and like asymmetrical hair.
Yes. Piglet would have
Anyway,
begged for it.
that's this
Piglet
week.
would have begged for it. Piglet was a big old bottom. I will say it.
Okay, we ruined that for people.
Well,
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Go look up Rosebud. That's this episode. And so
I'm
know
so
that
sorry you had to deal with that because you're gonna be changed forever.
Changed. I have been changed
For bad.
For bad. So if you like the episode, share it on your social media. Subscribe to the channel. You can also get advice questions from us because we are good enough to give it.
We are good enough to get it.
Yes. So we love you guys, and we can't wait to see this shit show. What happens next week?